The Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
5.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Watch that.
61, matchbox lights.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's it, baby.
Ready. 30 base.
Check 3.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Quick the edge. Go.
Snap.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get it.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He stiff arms him. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Colts nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Mike 50 flag. Mike 50. You're out. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get it? You think you gonna bang, 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 bang.
Play fake. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Wide, get wide. Right, check. Ball trot.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Zoo.
SOS.
Hey, go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars.
We got 6 all day.
DJ Shark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over
We
1st
got
and
this.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, see me. You don't want it. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Brissett sets to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
3 down, go. No, 50, Mike, 50. Check pass.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shift. 61, match box, Mike.
Brissett on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
36. Slam. Check 37.
The give to Taylor. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Here we go. Save. Right stone. Bravo. Here we go. Pause. 48's Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, watch edge.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett looking deep for Hilton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
The score, Jaguars 14, Colts 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Set, ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
58's the Mike.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete. He finds Shark. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, Sam off.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jaguars 14, Colts 7.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Fair.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Ready.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Check your hot read. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
You're out.
Kill. Turn up.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's go.
And the penalty,
60 out
it
long.
helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now.
Whip.
Hey, Charlie.
Alert flare. Shift.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Under crunch. Yo. Watch the shift. Let it go.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
25, check 25. He's quick set. He's checking crack.
Play action now. Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch twin. Ready. Shift.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shut up.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He's got his tight end, Burton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for a Colts.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Slam. Check 31, check 31. Go. 26, check 26. Go.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Down. 18 Gator. Silver. Neutral, Hooker. 10. Check. Echo. Crunch.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
Check. Watch the slant.
Here's Brissett. He's going to let this one go deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick it up. Shoot.
Hey, Alpha. Snap.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 99. Check 99. Slam.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Bomber. 3 down. Off. Mike 50. Get him.
Here's Brissett. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now Brissett, and he's going to go down again. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Get ready.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Fournette, a first down carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
6'6", bullet high.
Give me some.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Come on,
and it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Check 13.
Out of his end zone, Brissett. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 52. Shift, watch the shift. Check, check. Leo. Big ass.
They run with Taylor. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Check. X3. Check.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Go. Because I'm about to take you to school. Orbit. Check.
They go play action with Brissett. Being chased out left. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Delta. Kill the roll. West.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
I'm going to run you. Yes. Run you over.
Mike's 59.
Wahoo.
Mike's 59.
Let it go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
22, Jet, bomber. 22, Jet, bomber.
44, Mike, 44. Here I come. Let's go, let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. "44's the mic, 44's Mike. Check, check. Crunch time, defense.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
There we go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Wait. Shift.
49, check 49, check 49.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check three.
Now Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. He don't want none.
Go.
Motion.
Great stone. Drive on.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Brissett's pass.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Go. 44's Mike. Check.
Zip. Coming to you.
44's the Mike. 44's the...
H3. 218. Come. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'ma replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Ay, ay, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Got it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it. No pounders surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Play to win. Let's go.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Gone. Hit it.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
58's the mic. Here we go.
Protein spill.
Wide, get wide. Check.
Lead grip.
On second down, here's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Colts take over
That's
first
it, baby.
and 10
We're going to work.
at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 yards. Come on, D. 80 weapons. Twist. Watch the twist.
SOS.
Yeah. He's coming. We got double up. Go.
On first down, it's Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Check. 3 down. Check. Hayward. Switch. General. West. Check safety. Shift.
On second down now, it's Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Ready. 91. Blue draw Coker. Tight end to the right, boy. Move. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. No. Off.
Mike 50.
D. Shot.
On play action, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
High 7.
Tight end right. You got 3 down.
Hey, Sam on.
Lucky. Switch it. Come on, switch
Down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Down. 50, plant.
Mike, 58, right there.
Fair.
Let's go.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the front.
64. Wait.
Alert 3.
Go.
Brissett to throw on 1st. He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All day. Kill. Turn it up.
Here's Taylor. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's it. That's it.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Hard, hard. X3, 218, chopper. Go.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Ready?
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sideline.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Shift. Okay. Smoke small.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, watch the lane.
Play fake. Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jam. Slam.
Check 31. Blue draw, Coco. Set up.
Throwing on second and long. Brissett. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. This is fielded at the 27. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
Yeah. Shoot.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Hit it.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And his throw here's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Logan. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Switch.
Check 50. Check 50.
Out. Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Tight dog.
Check. Check.
6 guy. Check 6.
Taylor.
Check 24.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 4.
22, Jet Bomber. 22, Jet Bomber. Echo.
Mike's 5'9", 5'9".
Watch the screen. Pass.
Watch the edge.
Spot. 61. Match box. Mike.
Check it back. Check
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Come off the ball hard.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the
From the gun, here's Brissett.
Let's go.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Rock it.
Watch the shift.
Check.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Next to score, Jaguars 14, Colts 6. Josh Lambo to kick off 4.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
know why this team showed up.
Kill. Rush in.
Right on. Drive on. Off.
59's Mike. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
13-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike, check. 59. I can't believe they let you go.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun is Minshew. And Eifert has it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ricky.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All day, all day. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Shift.
Bravo.
49, check 49.
Ready?
It'll be Minshew again. Flushed out right.
Check three. Show it.
That one caught by Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Delta.
59. Mike is 59.
Play action now. Brissett looking deep for Hilton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Fournette on the toss to the right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Fournette. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On the ready.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, orbit.
53 to Mike. 53.
Gone.
Let's go, Ty.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Yo, Jack, go.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Give me the ball every time.
D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
He's coming. Weapon. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Check.
Check 9. Check 9.
On first down, Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Come on,
this quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gator. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go.
On 2nd down and 4. Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
58, right over there, right over there.
Ready?
Minshew sets to throw.
36, 36.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Open man is Trey Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, Brissett, and that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Safe. Hey, watch edge. 22, jet cover.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Back at the 26-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
48 for Mike. Let's go, D. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. The loop, and he coughed it up, and the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Here
we go, D. Here I come again.
From the 41, Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. You figure you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover.
I'm coming after you. Watch out.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Fresno.
Hey, Echo.
Fresno.
Hit it.
Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Whip. Watch the whip. Leo. Flare. Alert. Flare. Shift. 64. Wait.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Set. Hey, Lobo. Great stone. Travel. He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
Hey, switch gears.
66. Bullet. High. Under crunch.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football.
He don't want it. Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He finds Taylor, complete.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Mike 50.
3 buzz.
Back. 6.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's got Burton here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Check 25.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Brissett to throw on first. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 yards. Blue draw, Coco.
Back D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Switch. Jam.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
So we got man. Check 31. Check 26. Check. Go. Under 10. Check.
They'll run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Looking to throw it. Minshew going deep for Eifert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
80 weapon.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. I got it. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Leo.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by John Johnson. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Mike 50, Mike 50. It's a party now.
At the 44-yard line.
Check.
Topper. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
I'm coming.
Go.
They go play action with Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Powers through. That's out to his running back, Fournette. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football.
Ready, break.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And strong running there as he's inside.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, defense.
Let go.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
22. Jet. Bomber. Match box. Right.
Rip right. Rip right. 44 is the mic. 40. Check, check. Hey, pick your game up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Let's go,
so they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy. Fair. Ready, ready.
On the run, it's Fournette.
Check 13. Check 13.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Come on.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Ready.
Go 58's the mic. You can't block me.
You're out.
Check 52.
Five.
Now Minshew. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Mike's 50.
Go. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
That's it. Mike's 50, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll on a pickup of 25.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
At the 24-yard line.
Yes.
Brissett on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Echo. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Again, it's Brissett. This one into the hands of Burton. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots. Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Jags, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.